Hi again, guys. It is really, really hot here today, so I'm just going to put her in a little pink onesie. It's a Fisher-Price. It's got a little butterfly there. I don't know what size. 0 to 3 months size. It's quite narrow. Some of our brands in newborn would fit her because they're wider. She is a chubby baby, which is really nice. I love the little chubby ones. Her little belly button is really cute. I really like how she wears a nappy. I really do. When I look down at her, it just looks so real. So, like I said, she's a drinking wet baby. And, so I'm going to feed her. And she doesn't dribble. I fed her last night, and then I was up at like 3 o'clock this morning, so I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So I grabbed her and went out to the lounge room and watched a movie with her, and I fed her while I had a coffee. No, I didn't have a coffee, I had a chocolate. And this is the bottle that she came with. It's really cute. And there's a humongous hole in the nipple. And when I seen that, I'm like, holy heck. Like, I don't know if you can see that hole. I'm like, wow, she's going to dribble everywhere. And she's going to make a big mess with that hole. But I did feed her with one of my bottles. Now, I do have to get above her tongue. That's the only thing. I did feed her with one of my bottles, and it went okay, but it did take forever. And although I like to sit and enjoy it, for video's sake, it wouldn't be appropriate. So with the bigger hole, you know, every time you move the bottle, a bubble comes up. So she is drinking a lot quicker this way with this bottle. So I used this bottle this morning and it worked really well. It doesn't go too quickly. I thought it would just run. But it really doesn't. So it's actually really good. And in the light, her eyes are really green, really dark green. Which is kind of funny. I don't have any babies with green eyes. Well, until now, of course. She's just a really cute baby. You know, she's not perfect. She's not one you'd take out in public, I guess. You know, if you like taking your babies out and you want them to look real. It's not her sculpting, it's just this matting. If her matting wasn't like this, it would be different. But because she does have this dry skin, you know, you probably wouldn't take her out. But I really like her just to play with. She's amazing. I love the feel of her. And it's funny, when I took her out of the blanket in the box, and I picked her up and sort of sat her on my leg, and she just felt so real when I picked her up. It was really funny, and I'm like, oh, wow. It's just that initial, you know, when you first see them or hold them, for me it's the holding, I mean, I like my babies to look real as well, or to look nice, but I am a holder. You know, we all collect for different reasons, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, some people buy them for the painting and the artwork in them, all the work and the hours spent painting them and things like that. But for me, it's because I love to hold them, and that's why I collect them, is to hold and play with them. You know, it's about the feel for me. They've got to feel real. And I think that's why I'm more drawn to silicones than I am the reborns. Is for the feel. Because you just don't get the same feeling with the two mediums. And I know some people say you do, but for me, I really don't. I don't. You know, I can touch this and it feels like real skin. You know, it's soft and it's got a bit of give in it, whereas vinyl is just hard plastic. It's, yeah, it doesn't feel real at all. You know, the soft body and all that, yeah, but the limbs and the head, you know, the head bangs on your chest, like, it's like a, you know, you can just tell the difference. Man, it's hot today. They did say today was going to be quite warm. And we've got high fire danger, of course, because it's so dry. There's a lot of places that are declared drought declared. So we haven't had rain in quite a while. We had a little shower a couple of weeks ago, but it was only about, I don't know, 3 or 4 mil, if that. And I don't have town water connected, so I'm not reliant on anything other than my tanks. And my tank is below half. So we've got to start taking it easy on our water. And we've got a neighbour that lives down the road, but there's a track going down to the river that they made the driveway. It used to be down the road further, but they made it right up beside our fence line. And it drives the dogs insane whenever they drive in and out of there. And of course they have dogs as well, and they always have the dogs with them. So it just annoys our dogs a lot. And actually it annoys me too. I've really got to plant some trees along that bottom fence. We've got a lot of privacy coverage out the front, but like from the roadside, but the bottom side we've got nothing, no privacy. So yeah, I will get around to doing that at some point. So this was one of the babies I had coming. She was actually a spontaneous purchase, because although I've been watching the artist and wanting one of her babies for a while now, you know, she didn't really have any available, and then she had 2 available and 1 sold, and then I quickly grabbed this one when I seen it, because although it was a couple of days, I think she was up for a couple of days, I think, before I contacted her to grab her, because I did hum and ha a little bit. I thought, oh, not now, because I do actually have a couple of babies coming still. And yeah, I thought, oh, I better not. And I still have some babies for sale. Carla sold, my little Carla. She went to a lovely lady in Canada, and I hope she's enjoying it over there, up there. And I hope her new mummy loves her. She says she does, so that's always a good thing. But I do still have some babies for sale, and I will do a video with my Dawn Bowie baby. I might do a video with her. Just to show you guys her movement and things like that, because she really is a lovely baby. And I did originally get her to be in my collection, but also, you know, I painted her myself, of course, and like the other Dawn Bowie baby, my Shadow, I was going to keep her, but you know, I must admit, I like my babies to have features. I'm sorry. You know, you can get the squishy silicone. Some of them, the really skinny babies, in the really soft silicone, I think it's too much if they're really skinny. Their limbs just flop unrealistically. It's just not. And I'm the first one to jump in and say I love the soft silicone. I always have. And I always used to ask, you know, when I'd buy a kit of Claire Taylor's from an artist, I'd say, oh, you know, is it the same silicone as the one that she made? And they're like, oh yeah. And then I get it home, it's like, that is not, like, seriously. I'm not stupid. I know that it's not the same. You can tell in a video how soft a baby is. And then you get it home and, you know, because people will tell you, yeah, it's the same. You get it home and you know straight away that it's not the same. And the same thing happened with the Janica boy that I got. I was told that he was the same as the other one. The other one that was made softer. The newer one. But he wasn't. He was nowhere near as soft as Lucy. Kelly Girl's Lucy. He was nowhere near as soft. And I mean, I've got Joshua and I had April, and they're soft. But yeah, he wasn't, and neither were the kits. I had the Hope and I had Charity, and I had Zen as well. But I knew he was Eco 30, so I knew he wasn't soft. But I didn't really buy for that back then. I bought mostly for the sculpts when I first started, until I got to feel the differences. And because I've always been into silicone right from the start, I've always been interested in the softer ones. One of my first was Eco 10. So, you know, she was soft. But not the marshmallowy soft that they make now. Like my Joshua, he does have that memory foam kind of feeling. Or marshmallow feeling. Unlike the ones back, you know, the Eco 10, Eco 15, like even she doesn't, you know, she's quite springy as well. She's not marshmallowy, but she is really soft though. She's nice. She's actually got a really good feeling to her. She wrinkles. Her skin does wrinkle. Just not as much, of course, because she's not a mix. She's just an Eco 15. And I was quite amazed that she came yesterday, actually. I've been, I got, like, the tracking for her, but once it got to Australia, the number wasn't trackable. So, I couldn't track her. It just said it's an untrackable item. But, so anyway, I rang, because the last I had heard, the tracking said that it had left the country, like Sweden. So then it was like 2 days later, I think, I rang the main post office, like Australia Post, and they said, oh yeah, it's actually in Australia. It arrived this morning, I think, this morning at 10:30 or something, it said, and I had rang in the afternoon. So I'm like, oh yes, good, at least I know it's, you know, it's here, it's in Australia, it's, you know, it's all good. And then I'm just going to lift her up so that it can run through her, because with her just sitting like this, it's coming back out the front, out the top. So yeah, I'd rang that afternoon and she was in Australia, so that was a good thing. And then I think that was, I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday afternoon I had rang. And so that was fair enough. And then they said, you know, estimated delivery, it said the 17th, and I said, yeah, that's what I was told right from the start, which would have been Friday, which would have been today. But then Thursday morning, when I was at work, and I rang them again and I said, you know, I just want to know how close it is, you know. And he said, oh, looks like it's on the truck for delivery today. I'm like, yes. It was such a surprise. And then you know what it's like when you're at work and you've got a doll that's coming, you know, this baby's coming today, and you just want to get home. And I couldn't work, you guys. Seriously. I just kept thinking about her coming, and it was also my son's birthday as well. My little guy, it was his birthday yesterday. He turned 8 yesterday, and his iPod came. He wanted an iPod, so I got that as well in the mail yesterday. So that worked out really well, as well. So he got his gift and I got mine. So she was actually born on my son's birthday. Technically the 1st of August, by the artist she was born. But for me, she was born on the 16th, which was yesterday. Isn't she cute? She has the cutest little face. Look at that face. She really is a little cutie. And she's sort of got, she's got dark brown hair, and then just on the sides here is a little bit lighter. She's really cute. I like how her hair stands up too. Like that. I like that. So that's her, you guys. I will change her nappy later. I won't do it on video. She has like a peaches and cream complexion. She's lighter than I am. I've got more of a yellow undertone to my skin. She's more of a peaches and cream, which is it's fine. She's got a really nice colouring to her. She's got veins. She's got red blushing a little bit. It's not overboard or anything, but her veins look really, really nice. They're they really do look like they're under the skin, which is really nice. And yeah, and the sculpting is really nice. I really like the sculpting. And I love the way she moves. She's yeah, I'm really enjoying her. But she needs a name, and I will have to think about it. I'm going to have to think of her name. And she's looking up at the mobiles blowing in the breeze up above me here. It's got little bugs on it, and she's watching that. She's such a little cutie pie. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is 20 minutes, holy dooly. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.